Right. Okay. There is some certain things which web design can provide for you, marketing cannot provide for you. Okay. Starting from the fact that there is certain, problems in every industry. Starting from the fact that, your Facebook account or Instagram account gonna get banned. Like, it might look like a insignificant problem, but as someone who have dealt with both these kind of problems and these kind of problems in both like web design agency and marketing agency, let me just talk about this shit, okay, for a while. I'm not saying that, it just, look, I just accepted that, honestly. I just accepted that. You need to accept that there is no other way. Otherwise, if you're not gonna accept the downsides of your business, of the market in which you are particularly working in, what is gonna happen is that you're gonna constantly, like, have you ever seen this kind of curves? Like, business is gonna be doing well better, but then it's gonna crash and then it's gonna go back to normal, and you're gonna like fly from bottom to top. This is exactly what is gonna happen to you, because every industry, every market has its own downsides. Starting from, for example, in web design industry, maybe you have competitors like, website builders like Squarespace, Wix, these kind of things. Maybe you have like these kind of competitors, this kind of pain in ass. In marketing agency, maybe you have problems with newbies which are providing a zero ROI, and like that's why they when you come to the game and like when you pitch them idea of like, let's do some social socializing for your business, let's like sell your stuff online, and God knows what can happen. They might already have problems with newbies who edited crappy videos and put it on social media before you close this client, and like was taking a same amount of money which you are asking them. Then what is gonna happen? They will not work with you, or like I don't know how to describe that, but every time when Facebook account or like Instagram account, when it shuts, when Instagram bans your account for just insignificant splash of activity, which is like so stupid, but it bans, Instagram and like Facebook is gonna ban your account if there is like super significant splashes of activity. But in marketing, you can close one client and he's gonna be paying you some kind of amount of money every month. There's a downside. You never know when he's gonna quit the game. You can just believe and rely on your trust that he's not gonna quit. But any kind of shit can happen, like COVID. And if you're working with gyms, and if you're working with like this kind of offline stuff, business, like for example, my friend, which is in marketing, I'm not saying anything bad and negative about all of these industries. Right now, like, wait a minute, I'm gonna tell the downsides of web design of my industry. I'm saying the only thing which I'm saying to you is that you need to accept this downside. You need to accept this shit which is gonna be and happen to you. Otherwise, there is no success without failure. There is no like reward without struggles which you need to go through. In web design, you make a website and this is it. You don't need to be worried about or scared about that this person, he might quit the next month when, you know, he's gonna got sick and he's gonna not be able to work. Some business owners might close their small business for a while while they're sick. There are some kind of individuals, and what is gonna happen, he's gonna not pay you that month or like quit totally. So yeah, because I already was interested in programming and I somehow some kind of knew how to make websites, and I have made websites for myself, for my own, like my portfolio websites. I decided to take it seriously and learn how to make websites in like higher echelon. Tried some free courses, tried to go some offline courses, tried to buy courses for like $600 and completed them actually in freaking coding bootcamps. I'm not saying that there is like anything bad about it. I'm not. And the thing is that, if your dude in marketing is taking like $200, $1,000, $2,000, let's take it huge. Let's take, there are some, web design agencies which are charging like hundreds of thousands of dollars for a single website. $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 for a single website from start to finish. And the thing is that if me and like couple of developers like me can sit down for like 8 hours and for like 30 days every day, we can create something similar to that website. I know this kind of agencies which are charging like at least 50k, 100k for a single website. And I'm not saying that you cannot sign a client which is, I don't know, brother. Like I have never seen, maybe it's me, but I don't know a agency owner which is charging a client for monthly fee which is about like $50,000 or $100,000, because it's really ridiculous, honestly. For businesses paying for a website 100k, 500k, because they're gonna make website for once, and this website will last for them for a long period of time, is not a pain in ass, because they're gonna make this website amazing once and it's gonna last for 2-3 years, 5 years, 10 years. It depends on the scale of business, honestly. And that's why, like, I don't know, brother. I don't know an agency owner which is charging $100,000 from a single client for a monthly fee for marketing services. And yeah, it doesn't mean that I know people who are charging 10k, but unfortunately I don't know people who are charging 100k. It really depends on a business. I believe that you can find someone like that. And again, I'm repeating myself, I know, but the goal from the speech which I gave it to you is not to make you go from marketing to a web design, or like from web design to a marketing. There are plenty of agencies, plenty of them, like the freaking amount of them. There are like agencies which are providing a short form content, services, long form content services, or like translating services, right? Like if the content is in English, like translating it and dubbing it to like Spanish and other languages. There are agencies which are providing like different sorts and ways of providing services: marketing, web design, graphic design, logo agencies, yeah, specific kind of agency. There are plenty of agencies. There are like freaking amount of services which you can sell and build agency out of that service, right? And what I want to say you, open your eyes, like accept this pain and accept the hard reality that you are gonna suffer and you're gonna go through pain no matter in what kind of industry you are in. It doesn't freaking matter in what kind of industry you are in. You are gonna have your specific, your own problems. Maybe in dropshipping you're gonna struggle to find a winning product. In video editing you might be struggling with finding someone who is in video editing. You might just not have a right specifics like for your laptop which can handle like this kind of software to edit your videos. This is your pain in ass. You have to deal with that specific problem. In web design you might be struggling with some kind of learning with some kind of technology, right, like React or JavaScript, or in marketing you might be struggling to I don't know I don't know like finding a client. You're gonna struggle in every business. Like in every business, you're as if in every business. In marketing you're gonna struggle to find a client also. And in marketing, which is interesting actually, the biggest pain in ass is that it's not only in your hands. Marketing is built on ROI, return of the investment. They're gonna give you this much money, and ROI, which is like they're gonna invest this much money and they need to get this much money return, right? They need to make their money back at least, or twice or 3 times more. You understand? And there is a like awareness or like awareness inside of you that, you know, it's not in your hands to make clients buy from you. There is a tips and tricks which you can use, but you never know the end result. Marketing is built on ROI. The reason why your client is giving you money is because he wants you to bring him in other clients. From an entrepreneurship perspective, what he's doing is correct, but from your perspective, take a guess. You are taking the responsibility of finding clients for him. If you are taking this responsibility, now you need to handle it. Now you need to say what you actually said him you're gonna do. You promised him that he's gonna get clients if he's gonna pay you this much money every month, and and give you extra budget for advertising every month, right? And now you need to make his money back to him. He's investing $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 in you, but he wants to make 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 back. Okay? In making websites, there is no this kind of struggle. They're gonna give you the amount of money which you ask them to make this website for. It might be 10,000, it might be 1,000, might be 500, might be 100,000. You are gonna make a website, right? And you're gonna give it to them. You're gonna take your money. They are happy and you are happy. Because in web design industry, you don't have this kind of things like ROI. Of course you have, like, you know, how many leads are gonna come from website, but the people are not like in running ads. This is not like that. Like, I mean, in fuck. When you make a website, you see the end result and you build the end result with your hands. As a programmer, as a developer, as a designer, you build the result using your hands. You don't need to be relying on the end result, which is unpredictable like in marketing. The end result in marketing is nearly unpredictable. You can predict it to a certain degree. You never can predict if the result is going to be worse or better than you think. You can think and predict, but in Photoshop, like in graphic design or like web development and making websites, you build the website and you design the product, and people, that's why pay for you, your services, your time and like effort which you made. They give you upfront payment. You make a website, you give it to them. If there are some certain things which they want to change, you change it. If you want to have like, you know, fee for every changes which they're gonna say you to make, you're gonna charge a fee. Then you're gonna give your website back to them. They're gonna give you money, which is like, you know, last your, you know, other 50% which they needed to give you, and deal is ended. Deal is done. You can take that money and reinvest in your social media to attract even more clients or anything like that. Basically, if you make them a good website from a first try, so they don't need to like pay for your changing fees. They're gonna give a referrals. Maybe it really depends on a human being, on your client, and you can get another paying client from the same client. I mean, it works. The referrals are working in every freaking industry. It might work in, you know, marketing, editing, graphic design. It works everywhere. In business, it works in general everywhere. Real estate, same, works. Yeah, the message is that there are certain upsides and there are certain downsides of every freaking industry, and you need to accept that curve, that you are going to be succeeding, you are going to be failing, and you're going to be winning in every industry. There are going to be certain problems which you need to deal with. There are going to be shit which you need to deal with. This is entrepreneurship. You don't want to deal with shit of building a website, building a business, then don't start a business. Work as an employee for your entire life. May Allah help you to deal with all these problems and struggles which you're gonna face in your life, in your business, in your life in general. Business is a part of your life, right? Yeah, I wish the best, brothers, honestly. Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to you, and I don't want you to struggle, honestly. It's just God testing you, your patience, your belief, and how bad you want it. I don't want you to suffer unnecessarily. If you're suffering for something good, like building a business or coming and getting closer to God, this is, you know, suffering which you want to feel. Peace.